Going for a walk across the bridge.
Hey, boss.
What is it now?
I got some business to take care of. I'll catch up with you two.
That wasn't part of the plan.
Well, it is now.
What the heck?
You know what? Fine. You get this.
What the heck?
And this is our review of SplitTown.
I'd like to thank the publisher for providing me a review copy of the game.
It was developed by
Matskura and Juha
and published by
All-Seeing
This point-and-click adventure released onto the Steam Marketplace on October 6th for the price of $19.99. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna fall off their horse now when I tell you that SplitTown is a faithful old-school point-and-click. It's inspired by those 90s classics. And many, many more of our favorite Scum Engine games, heavy on both nostalgia and humor. You'll find yourself clicking on every little hotspot in the environment just to see what ridiculous scripts and reactions occur. It's great fun and humorous altogether. Fans of point-and-click adventures will immediately notice the similarities with games like Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle, Leisure Suit Larry, Full Throttle, and Curse of Monkey Island. All spawned a cult following with several remasters and passion projects that scattered all throughout console history. And let's not forget our main character. He looks like an 80s film star right there.
No. Guy.
So, the storyline here follows a post-Cold War world that has been split in two. The Great Divide spans across the world as an impenetrable wall of concrete and barbed wire. It's like an eerie DMZ area. You're thrown into the role of our main character, Leonard Nimby, a stone-faced former top agent of IM5, hot on the trail of a shrink gun stolen from you from a nefarious candidate for mayor on the night of election. Oh boy. Oh, doesn't that sound like our federal government? As many point-and-clickers out there, experimentation with combining objects or using items on unlikely situations, like wrapping aluminum foil over a picture frame to reflect a shrink ray, is totally what makes this game possible. It makes total sense once I figured it out, but I spent about a half an hour clicking on crap in the first room before I could actually figure out the items I needed to put together to move on. Luckily, the world is filled with Easter eggs and collectibles, like these little rubber ducks that are hidden throughout the game, which is a nice touch as the player will want to replay the game to find them all. The hand-drawn graphics and sound effects really make the game feel like a LucasArts-inspired game from 30 years ago that they just forgot to publish. You can tell that this was developed as an act of love versus the trend of the whole cut and paste for the quick cash grabs that seem to be hitting the marketplace lately. The rough edges on the pixel art may chase many modern gamers away, but those who can really hold on to childhood memories or that can see through the storyline will find a rich world filled with interactive hotspots for you to play with. The majority of puzzles here involve using items in your inventory to progress or crack hidden codes, like a coffee machine that has more buttons and functions than you could possibly use. It's still fun to play with them and see what happens. I appreciate the level of creativity put into the objects in the game, and really gave it some real character. And as many of you know, I do have to inject and say my pet peeve. The game has no voiceovers, leaving you to read all the text-based conversations, which used to be a thing back when these games were made, as many memory restrictions and budget concerns of older point-and-click adventures, but honestly, I think we're past that now. I get the fateful design decision, but I would have appreciated an option to maybe toggle them off in the options, as, I don't know. I guess I'm probably the odd man out on this criticism, as many fans of the genre like to keep things as close to the original template as possible. But whatever. Have your tea.
Let the fools have their tartar sauce.
The achievements are all well thought out and popped along with the storyline, with a few silly outliners for hunters to seek out. My kids wouldn't even give the game a chance, as the graphics didn't relate to them. Which is too bad, as I feel they'll never know the shock of putting a hamster in the microwave or befriending a tentacle. SplitTown is a faithful recreation of the 90s era of gaming. For all of you looking for this genre, you're gonna rejoice for this passion project. And for those of you who don't know, probably never will. I'm sure by now most of you have already made up your mind whether you want this game or not, but all the nostalgic things you're looking for in a point-and-clicker are found here with humor and are well executed. But, I'm a lazy old gamer and don't want to have to read all the dialogue. So, overall, we thought it was a fair show and gave it a full 4
Beans out of 5.
Yeah, well, that wraps up that review right there. Here's some notes I took, where I put the keys to the truck. So, we make these new review videos every week, so if you're an indie developer or there's something you want to see... I still got a whole stack of games from summer to review, so I might have to start cranking 2 a week.
Oh my god!
Let us know your thoughts and recommendations in the comments down below. Be sure to visit again next week
as we continue to take humorous stabs at some of the industry's new and upcoming titles.
Numa Island Pirates. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next time on the farm.
SplitTown. Step into the shoes of Leonard Nimby and take on a mission that has gotten bigger than ever. 14 new scenes to explore, 4 new characters to outwit, and over 40 new dialogue branches packed with spy thriller twists and laugh-out-loud moments. Explore a new DLC-sized storyline with the help of an in-game hint system and even a phone to call your friends for help. Find alternative solutions to puzzles, hunt down collectibles, and unlock more than 30 achievements as the city around you reacts to your every move. With more than 700 new frames of animation and slick quality-of-life upgrades, SplitTown is sharper, funnier, and more action-packed than ever. Play it your way with full controller and Steam Deck support. Out of early access October 6. Wishlist now on Steam.
How about trouser snakes?
Ooh, what's a trouser snake?